saw you walking down that street, a different rhythm in your feet, a lighter way, a softer face, like something found its proper place. You laughed the way you used to do, but not the way you did with me. There was no weight behind your eyes, no trace of what we used to be. You're happy now, I can see, and that's the way it ought to be. No blame, no wrong, no need to ask. We simply didn't last, and I am still here quietly, holding on to memory, not asking you to turn around, just learning how to set it down. I heard your name in passing talk, like it was light, like it was small. No deeper tone, no hidden thread, just something simple, gently said. And I stood still inside that sound, as if it might still pull me down. But nothing came, no sudden fall, just something missing, that was all. You're happy now, it's clear to me. You found the peace we couldn't be. No bitterness, no need to fight, just truth in softer light. And I'm still here quietly, letting go of what can't be, like broken, not undone somehow, just not as whole as you. Maybe love does not demand to be returned or understood. It simply stays where it began, until we learn to let it stand. And maybe healing isn't fast, it lingers longer than the past. Not loud, not sharp, not incomplete, just learning how to live with words. You're happy now, and I believe, but so I ever wished you would be, even if it wasn't here, even if I disappeared. And I'm still here, it's true somehow, but less than who I used to be now. That waiting for what won't return, just slowly letting silence learn. You found your way, I'm finding mine. You stood there by the open door, like you had done so many times before. No wait, no pause, no final sign, just something small, just passing time. You said I'll see you soon and smiled, like it was easy, like it's mild. I nodded back without a thought, as if goodbye was not what we were taught. I thought I'd see you again, that this was not the end, just another simple day we'd both forget along the way. No last embrace, no final line, no moment marked in space or time, just something said so easily that stayed too long with me. I try to find that exact place, rebuild the moment frame by frame, to see if there was something there, a hidden sign I wasn't aware. But every theme was just the same, no change in tone, no shift in name. And that's the part I can't undo. There was nothing strange in see you. I thought I'd see you again, not lose you in me in between, not fade you into something past without a reason it wouldn't last. No warning in the way you turned, no lesson there I could have learned, just something said so naturally that never came to be. Maybe endings don't arrive with signs or tears to make them known. They pass us by in quiet ways, leave us there to feel it later. And maybe words we take as light are heavier in hindsight. A simple phrase, a careless tone, becomes the last we've ever known. I thought I'd see you again, that we still had time to spend, that nothing said could disappear into something this unclear. But now that moment lives alone, the quiet truth I've come to know, that some goodbyes don't sound like pain until you don't see them again. You said, see you, and I believed you. I hear your name and feel a pause, not pain exactly, just because you lived inside so many days. It's strange to watch that fade away, and truthfully I see it now. We would not work if we tried somehow. The things things you did, the things I hid, no longer fit the life I live. I don't love you, I just miss you, and somehow that still lingers too. Not who you are, not what we'd be, just who I was beside you, maybe. It's not regret, it's not desire, not some forgotten sleeping fire, just an absence I passed through. I don't love you, I just miss you. Sometimes I almost reach to write, then stop before I press goodnight, because there's nothing left to say that wouldn't sound too late today. You've changed, and honestly, so have I. We'd only disappoint this time, but still some evenings feel too still, and memory enters through the chill. I don't love you, I just miss you. The habits more than all the truth, the ordinary things we knew, the quiet shape of me and you. It's not a wish to start again, or turn the past into pretend, just a shadow passing through. I don't love you, I just miss you. Maybe missing isn't love, maybe it's the echo of a life once lived so naturally. It leaves its mark unconsciously, and maybe people disappear long before the memory clears, not from the heart, but from the role they used to occupy in us. I don't love you, I just miss you, and maybe that's the honest truth. No bitterness, no need to fight, just someone fading out of sight. It moves, I don't love you, I just miss you. Some people leave, but the space around them stays a while. It wasn't sudden, wasn't loud, no broken words, no turning crowd, just something soft that lost its weight. A change too small to name as fate. You still would reach, but not as far. Your voice still warm, but slightly scarred, like something gently stepping back without a sound, without a crack. You loved me less each day, enough for me to say something's wrong, something's gone, just enough to carry on. You stayed, but not the same, like a fading kind of flame. And I held on the best I could to something slowly understood. I kept the shape of what we were, the same old words, the same routine, but underneath a quiet space where something left without a trace. I noticed first in little things the way you stopped remembering, the pauses growing in your eyes, the softer truth behind your lies. You loved me less each day in ways too small to turn away. No final line, no clear divide, just something slipping from inside. You stayed within my reach, it's true, but not the way I once knew you. And I held on, though I could see you were already leaving me. Does not depart in one clean break, one shattered part. It drifts, it bends, it rearranges in quiet, almost unseen changes. And maybe I just stayed too long inside a love already dark, hoping time would turn it through into the way it once felt true. To keep the peace, to keep the shape of something I could not escape. You didn't leave, you didn't fight, you simply faded out of sight. And I stayed there quietly while you loved less and less of me. Just the less and less.
You turn away the way I do when something feels a little too true. You laugh too softly when you lie and hide your hurt behind your eyes. The smallest things begin to show, familiar ways I used to know, a silent shape so much like mine. It leaves me restless every time I see myself in you, in all the things we never do, the words we keep, the hearts we hide, the way we let the moment slide. And maybe that's what frightens me, not who you are, but what I see. A reflection standing in my view. I see too much of me in you. You hold your anger quietly, as if calmness means dignity. But underneath it slowly grows, in all the ways nobody knows. You leave before you feel too near. You joke whenever truth appears, and every time you pull away, I hear the things I used to say. I see myself in you, in every careful thing you do. The fear of needing something more, while keeping one foot near the door. And maybe that's why I stay still, because I know exactly how it feels to want love close, then push it through. I see too much of me in you. Becomes a mirror, showing us what we kept hidden. Not through perfection, not through grace, but through the flaws we cannot escape. And maybe what unsettles me is not your heart, but memory. A younger self I thought I knew, now softly living inside you. I see myself in you, in ways I wish were not so true. The guarded touch, the careful tone, the fear of ending up alone. And now I stand between the two, wanting to help, not knowing what to do. Because to reach for you feels like reaching through everything I never healed in me too. Loving you feels like meeting myself again.
I used to know the way you'd speak before the words would reach your lips, the things that made you turn away, the thoughts you never chose to say. I knew the silence in your eyes, the truth you'd hide behind your smile, the smallest shifts, the slightest change. Nothing in you felt out of range. And now we don't know each other now. We stand the same, but not somehow. No distance drawn, no lines between, just something lost in what has been. We speak like strangers passing through, with nothing left we can hold to. And all we were somehow allows that we don't know each other now. You ask me things I used to share, like I was never really there, and I respond in careful ways, like we're just filling empty space. I search for something still the same, a trace of who I used to name, but all I find is quiet air, a version I no longer wear. And now we don't know each other now, no reason why, no question how, no single moment we can trace, just time that slowly changed the place. We didn't break, we didn't fall, we simply stopped knowing it all. And what we had somehow allows that we don't know each other now. Fades in steps we never felt, not in a loss we understand, but in the slip of open hands. And maybe closeness has its end, not through goodbye, not through pretend, but in the quiet space it leaves, when who you were speaks. And now we don't know each other now, though nothing here has changed somehow. The same old place, the same old view, just not the same old me and you. No anger left, no need to blame, just two who once knew every name. And all that we don't know each other now. Still here, just not the same people anymore. The streets still carry how we walked, in every turn, in every thought. The cafe light, the corner bend, still holds the shape of what we'd been. I pass the door we used to know, and feel the weight I can't outgrow. No sound, no sign, no trace of you, but everything feels like you do. This city knows too much of me, of who I was, of who I'd be. With every step it calls your name in ways I cannot rearrange. I try to stay, I try to see some version of this place set free, but every road just leads me through a life that only lived with you. The windows hold familiar light that once felt warm, now feels too bright, as if the past still lingers there in quiet rooms, in empty air. I hear your voice in passing sound, in footsteps echoing around, not loud enough to turn and face, but never gone, just out of place. This city knows too much of me. It keeps the things I cannot leave, each memory carved, each stone in sky, each moment I can't pass me by. They thought that time would make it less, but time just deepens what I say, and every road just leads me through the parts of me that stayed with you. And maybe places learn our names, they hold our love, they hold our pain, they keep the echoes of our days long after we have walked away. And maybe leaving isn't loss, but choosing not to bear the cost of living where the past remains too close, too clear, too hard to face. This city knows too much of me, more than I'm willing now to admit. It keeps the love, it keeps the truth, but I can't stay inside. It's you. So I will go, though part of me will always walk these solo streets, not lost, not gone, just out of sight. A different name, a different life. Some places keep what we outgrow.
saw you standing by the door, like someone I had known before, a face I almost didn't place, until I met your eyes again. You smiled the way you used to do, polite like strangers often do. And in that moment, soft and brief, the past returned without relief. We spoke like we never were, like nothing ever really stirred. No trace of what we used to be, just quiet words and courtesy. We stood so close yet worlds apart, with steady voice and racing heart. And all the things we didn't say were louder than our words that day. You asked me how my life has been, I gave you answers calm and thin. No mention of the nights I kept, or all the ways I never left. You said you're doing well these days, I nodded in familiar ways, but something in your voice still broke between each careful word you spoke. We spoke like we never were, like love was just a passing blur. No weight, no history to hold, just distant stories safely told. We stood as if we hadn't known the quiet ways our hearts had grown. And all the things we didn't say still found their way to us that day. This is how it goes, not every ending needs to show in tears or words or broken sound. Some love just fades without a wound, but standing there I almost knew there's still a part of me and you, not lost, not found, not meant to stay, just something time has worn. We spoke like we never were, but something lingered in the blur of every glance we held too long, of every right that felt so wrong. We said goodbye the way we should, like people who misunderstood that love once lived between us two. And somehow still a little do. And as you turned and walked away, I felt what I could never say. Some things don't end, they just grow still.
There are questions I still keep folded underneath my sleep, small unfinished pieces left without a reason to accept. I replay moments in my head, things we wrote and never said, as if one truth could somehow mend what already reached its end. And even if you answered me, would it change what came to be? Would it soften what remains, or simply give new words to pain? I tell myself I need to know why you stayed, why you let go, but deep inside I've always known some truths still leave you alone. Perhaps you loved me in your way, just not enough for you to stay. Perhaps there's nothing left to find beyond the stories in my mind. And maybe closure is a door we imagine matters more, because uncertainty feels wide and silence we cannot rewrite. And even if you answered me, explain it all so carefully, would the nights feel any less? Would I finally rest? Or would I simply hold the sound of reason circling around, trying to explain the truth that some endings just pass through? Questions never cease, because they give the heart a piece of something still to hold on to when there is nothing left to do. And maybe healing does not start with understanding every part, but learning not to ask the sea why it carried love from me. So even if you answered now, I'm not sure it would matter somehow. The years have shaped their own reply inside the silence left behind. I may still wonder from time to time, but not enough to lose my mind, because some things are never solved, only slowly outlived. Not every question was meant to be answered. Soft enough to let truth bloom. You looked at me a little longer, and silence suddenly felt stronger. I felt the words rise to my throat, like fragile lines I almost wrote, one breath away from being real. One moment close enough to feel. The words almost reached you. They trembled in the air, balanced on the edge of something neither of us dared. And maybe you could feel it too, but time moved on before I knew. The words almost reached you. You smiled and looked away instead, as if you heard what I never said. A softness passing through your eyes, then disappearing with the night. And I remember standing there, holding more than I could bear, no close enough to happen, but too afraid to breathe. And maybe that's why it still stays, not because it slipped away, but because it nearly came true. The words almost reached him. And maybe some confessions live more beautifully unopened, not ruined by rejection, nor changed by certainty. And maybe love can linger longer inside unfinished moments than in truths finally spoken aloud. The words almost reached you. I still feel them sometimes, resting somewhere in between memory and unfinished lines. And though the moment disappeared, part of me still keeps it near, because for one brief second I almost told you. And perhaps you almost said it too. Most days pass quietly enough. I work, I speak, I laugh and bluff. Your name no longer fills the room like it once did every afternoon. And I convince myself it's done, that time has finally overcome the weight of what we used to be, the habit you once had in me. But you return at strange hours, in ordinary moments too. A song inside a grocery store, a passing coat that looks like you. And suddenly the world shifts shape around a memory I can't escape, not enough to break me through, just enough to bring back you. It happens when I least expect, a scent, a street, a line of text, a winter light against a wall, and there you are inside it all, not vividly, not fully near, just softly lingering somewhere here, like smoke that never truly leaves the air after the fire retreats. You return at strange hours, long after I think you're gone, not loudly, not enough to stay, just enough to carry on. And every time it fades again, I almost feel relieved by then, until some small forgotten view quietly returns to you. waits inside the smallest things, then opens without warning. And maybe healing is not straight, maybe hearts still hesitate, even long after they know there is nowhere left to go. You return at strange hours, but less than you once did before, like tides growing weaker with time, still reaching gently to the shore. And maybe one day you will fade into the background of my days, but for now small moments still undo the quiet shape of you. You never arrive when I'm lonely, only when I've forgotten to miss you. You hold my hand so carefully, like love should come naturally. And I smile back, I play the part, while old rooms echo in my heart. You ask me what I'm thinking of, I almost tell you it was love. A different voice, a different name, still flickering beneath the flame. You meet the parts I couldn't heal, the quieter wounds I still conceal, the unfinished thoughts, the old goodbye, the questions time could not untie. I wanna give you something new, a heart untouched by what I knew. But every time you hold me near, the past arrives before I'm clear. You deserve someone complete, not someone tracing older streets, someone pausing at your door, because they've loved and lost before. And still I stay and still I try to let the older ghosts pass by. But some nights memory settles in, like rain against the window pane. You meet the parts I couldn't heal, the habits sorrow made feel real, the guarded ways, the careful tone, the fear of ending up alone. And though I'm here beside you now, part of me still wonders how to love without comparing through everything I survived before you. Maybe love after heartbreak is gentler but more afraid, not because the feeling weakened, but because it finally understands loss. And maybe healing is not clean, maybe old love leaves unseen things that quietly follow into rooms where new beginnings try to bloom. You meet the parts I couldn't heal, and still somehow you stay here still, patient with all I cannot say, and all the ways I drift away. I'm learning love can happen twice, though not without some sacrifice. 'Cause even now a part of me still speaks to who I used to need. I chose you, but some memories arrived first.
I found your words between old things, folded like forgotten dreams. A message saved, a line you wrote, still holding on to every note. You said forever like it stayed, like something time would not betray. I read it once and felt it true. I read it now and read you. I read you differently now. Every line, every vow, what once felt warm, what once felt right, feels like a shadow in the light. I hear the spaces in between, the things you said, the things you mean, and all the truth I couldn't see, now read so differently to me. You wrote in ways that felt so clear, like nothing else could interfere. But time has changed the way I hear. What once was love now sounds unsure. The pauses speak, the silence grows. In every line I thought I knew, there's something hidden, something small, that wasn't truth or wasn't all. I read you differently now, not lost, not broken, just somehow awake to things I missed before. Behind each word, beneath each door, I trace the lines with steady hands, and finally begin to understand that what I felt was never wrong, just not as whole as I held on. Maybe words are shaped by time, and they shift their truth, they change their line. What once was clear becomes unclear, depending where we stand to hear. And maybe love is not a lie, just something seen through younger eyes, that reads as truth until one day we learn to read it another way. I read you differently now, no need to ask or wonder how. The past remains but not the same. It doesn't hold me like it came. The words are yours, the voice is gone, but still I carry what went on. Not as before, but differently. Just something changed inside of me. still.